And that is a huge problem with the game. Now, I'm not going to be... What am I going back for? I can't stand the fanboys of this game that say, this is the best game I've ever played in my life. This is the best game ever. When half the game is broken. Like, the multiplayer is broken. How can this game be the best game ever if half the game is broken? The multiplayer is broken. And you still think it's the best game ever? When half the game barely works properly? I just don't get that.
It's simple. Trade with your
First of all, there was 100 billion problems with that. He didn't hit me, first of all. He was teleporting like mental. Second of all, he was... One hit took about 9/10 of my health. So that's a big problem. The balancing is completely non-existent. There is no balancing in this game. There just isn't balancing. And this is what ruins the game. I think, personally, actually, PlayStation Plus could have been the worst thing to happen to this game. Because now there's loads of people playing it, and it's ruined the game for me. Because Dark Souls was ruined for the multiplayer, by the multiplayer. And so is Demon's Souls ruined by the multiplayer.
What's the hurry? Where are you off to?
Because I did play this game about 3 or 4 years after it came out, which is probably the best time to play it. But now, you know, it's ruined again. Great. I'm actually really disappointed now. Because, you know, the game has been ruined.
You have a...
Now we got to go back and go through that thing again. Great. Great. So I got to kill the guy again, waste more arrows, and then waste more fresh spice on killing that guy, because I would have killed that guy. That other guy that I was fighting before that guy invaded. I don't see the balancing there's no balancing, because what level was he? He had a weapon that essentially one-shotted me. You know, if I'd have had a tinsy-wincy bit of life taken off, I would have died instantly. So I don't see there's no balancing. What they should have done is they should have only had summoning, and that's it. Because adding the PvP, this game really isn't designed for PvP though. That's the problem. You take a game that's a single player game and then you have the same mechanics in the multiplayer, which is essentially, there is no multiplayer but there is, you know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. You need different things to work in multiplayer. You need different mechanics, you need restrictions, you can't just take the single player and then add players. It doesn't work like that. I have a lot of gripes with this game and Dark Souls. I don't like the community or even the people. I mean, I also mean the community of people that play fairly. What a fun, fun game. Might go on a limb, might do a video saying PlayStation Plus was the worst thing to happen to this game. There's going to be like 100 dislikes on it, but it's the fanboys. Like even Dark Steam, like Demon's, okay, Fallout New Vegas. It's my favourite game ever, but I know it's not the best game ever made, but it's my favourite game ever. There's a big difference. This is the problem. I don't get the people who say people need to do a top 10 best games and then top 10 favourite games, because there's a big difference between your favourite game and the best game. Because for Vegas, personally, I'd give it a 10. But if I was to view it, I'd probably give it like an 8. Because I'm not stupid. I understand the game. The frame rate is abysmal in some places. It freezes, there's a lot of game bugs. And that, you know, if there weren't none of that, it probably would get a 10 out of 10. I know I just disagree with a lot of people, which is good annoying. There must be some other people, I mean obviously there must be some other people that understand what I'm saying, like the multiplayer is broken, it kind of ruins the game, especially. You know. Now I'm stuck. If he goes, he doesn't come out, I'm stuck. So it's was dodging, but whatever. Great. What was that? Did you see that? Oh, he's doing it over and over again. He's like stuck in a loop. That's a nice bug. See, like the enemies don't have a pattern of what attacks they're gonna do. So you can't learn their pattern because they don't have one. It's funny because their own game mechanics work against them. Like the lock-on can get you killed, and it doesn't want to work properly. Because all Dark Souls really did, all it did was improve the single player, and it did. It made it like perfect. But then they didn't do anything for the multiplayer, which basically made it the same problem that Demon's Souls had. I wish there was just a way to have a mode where summoning was the only thing you could do. But nope. If I remember to do this properly, you just got to run, really. You just got to run past everything, really. I hate how you can't get past people. It's like you get stuck on the hitbox, but you shouldn't do. I barely do any damage. Oh, look at that! What was that? How was that my fault? God damn it. Like, how is that my fault? The camera I couldn't see anything over the camera. And it looked like I was on the right bit. this again. The I'm really put off this game now because I play 7 Plus. It's really put me off. It's really actually making me not want to play it because it's no fun. With the multiplayer. Everyone's gonna kill me with this, but it will. But now that I know how bad the multiplayer is, I kind of wish the servers would have shut off, so I could just play it single player. You know, this game's been out for 4 years, 5 years almost. It was 5 years this year. Oh great, and it's still broken. It still is broken. Like, they don't update it. They don't fix any problems with it. Why not? Why don't they fix the problems? I don't know why. I don't know if it's laziness. I wouldn't say it's laziness, but I don't know what it is. Keep running! Just keep running! Demon's Runner. New game, buy it now. Jesus. Oh my god. That did a lot of damage. Oh, come on! Why? Because Demon's Souls isn't as fun as Dark Souls. It's more annoying, I would say. You know, it's just not. You know, it's got the. You know, it's so much instant death. You know, there's too much of it. I don't even know if I want to continue playing. Because there's a problem with there's too many enemies. You know, enemies take too many hits. I like what they did in Dark Souls, where you know enemies were a lot weaker, but they could also kill you quick. It was a much better way of doing things. Once you play Dark Souls, it's really hard to go back and play Demon's Souls. No, I'm not doing that. Oh, come on. Look at the controls here, dude. Oh, great. Oh, great. Look at the controls. The controls are screwing themselves. It said press triangle to switch between, like, the bloodstain and, like, press triangle to switch between the bloodstain and the message. And so I was trying to triangle to change to my shield, and I couldn't. That's a problem. Ah, keep running. Just keep running. There's still a shite ton more though. Just keep running, just keep running, 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 move it, move it, move it, running away. That was close. What is that noise? I just want to try and get to the boss and kill the boss and then come back. And get all the stuff. My thoughts on, like, well, actually, next part. I'm going way too long in this video.